What's up, nerds? So I'm coming at you today. I wanted to talk about this because the Marvels just came out and it is a flop. It's flopperella. And I wanted to talk about because the Young Avengers is coming up. Because if you watch, I did a review on it. You can check it out and everything in the iCard section. But the Young Avengers is coming. And I wanted to read this article and talk about this situation because I think that Marvel, I think they're trying to course correct, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. Really, I don't know. We'll see. But let's talk about this. So this article comes from Bounding into Comics. It says Disney putting together a new feminist Young Avengers team, providing they learned nothing from the Marvel's box office bomb. Now, I just want to say real quick that is, very much like, oh, this is going to fail and everything. This might succeed, this Marvel's the Young Avengers, but with the first three members of it being all female, it does seem like they're just leaning in instead of trying to pull away and try to do something else to, bring back the male fandom, because men did not go see the Marvels and women didn't go see the Marvels either. And I'm not saying if you went and seen them, I went and seen the Marvels, and I'm, barely a man, but I'm just saying, like, women did not turn out for the Marvels. So I'm just like, if you're gonna make a Young Avengers movie and you're gonna have all the main three be women, and then all the side characters are men, women aren't gonna turn out for that either. I'm just saying. So it says, all right. Fresh off the humiliating failure of the Marvels at the box office, Marvel unveiled its first round of Young Avengers, the next superhero team to take the reins of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It appears Kevin Feige and Disney learned nothing from its MCU problems as the revelations revealed yet another group of feminist replacement characters as the team members. They don't have to say feminist. I do think that this is being a little harsh. I also will say, well, let me just read this paragraph and then I'll mention how about the Young Avengers. But all right, so it says, the Young Avengers is a team set up with a full intention of replacing the beloved Avengers team, which took cinemas by storm in Joss Whedon's 2012 film. Disney Marvel caught lightning in a bottle, taking characters from three very successful film franchises in Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor to form a team everyone loved, packed with even more A-list actors to fill out the roles of Hawkeye, Black Widow, Nick Fury, the Hulk, and Loki. So it says fans loved the film so much that it generated incredible hype for the cinematic universe, which coasted off this movie and the films of the solo Avengers to billions of revenue before the actors commanded too much money. With these actors and characters seemingly off the table, Marvel tried their hardest to build replacements, starting with the fan-hated Captain Marvel film and a spy. I don't know. It might be fan hate. I don't hate Captain Marvel, that film. I've always, it's very mid, like it's fine, but I don't need to see it again. Like if somebody was all like, hey, you want to do, a live stream where we talk about this movie, I would watch it then, but I'm not going to go out of my way to watch Captain Marvel. I mean, if I need a scene or if I need to watch a couple of scenes for something, I might do that, but I'm not planning on watching that movie like ever again, unless my kids want to watch all the Marvel movies, in a row. God, that would be crazy. Okay. I'm going to skip the rest of that paragraph because it's really not that. I want to get to the Young Avengers stuff, so give me a second. Disney failed in all of their replacements. Fans hated almost all of the Disney Plus shows. That's, for me personally, that's true. The only one that I really liked was Hawkeye, but the season finale was my biggest problem with that. Plus, what they did to Kingpin was a little. I was like, I really don't like it, but whatever, it's fine. The rest of them, though, there might be one or two episodes that I liked in the shows, but overall, I just thought they were trash. Which seemed to have little purpose other than to promote diversity hires and interconnect to snowball into other movies. That's true. I mean, yeah, it's crazy. None of the shows stand independently, and none have created any of the lovable, memorable moments of the original MCU films. I agree with that also. I mean, I can't think of anything except for She-Hulk twerking that is really memorable for many of those shows. But too much has been set up for Disney to shift gears from the Marvel's MCU direction Kevin Feige and his cronies set the franchise upon. The end of the Marvels film reveals a new team which fans will be largely disinterested in. Okay, now let me finish this, and then I will talk to you about my thoughts on the Young Avengers. Okay, Kamala Khan, aka Ms. Marvel, appears to be the lead as she speaks with Nick Fury at the end of the Marvels film about putting together a new team. Since she helmed her own Disney Plus show already, the Disney invested in Aman Vellani enough to have her share a lead in what would have just been a Captain Marvel sequel film. It seems Disney views Miss Marvel as the diverse future they wanted with the Muslim female character. I have to be honest with you. I don't think Miss Marvel. Okay, so first off, Miss Marvel is not a lead in this whole thing. She's not your new Captain America. I'm sorry. You can say that she is, but you're wrong. Ms. Marvel never took off in the comic books. Her comic book was canceled and then brought back like 3 different times. They had that video game where she was the main star. That video game sucked and it was panned all the way through. We just have to be honest with ourselves. Ms. Marvel, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen. So stop it. Like Ms. Marvel in the comic books, couldn't stand her whatsoever. I do enjoy Aman Vellani though. She was my favorite part of the Marvels. She's so charming. I love her in interviews. I love seeing her on screen. She's so cute. But I'm sorry, that's still not enough, you know. In the film, she meets up with Kate Bishop, who Disney has already established as the replacement Hawkeye. In the Disney Plus show, Kate Bishop comes into her own with a largely hapless Clint. Okay, we're just going to skip that because if you didn't watch it. Okay, so then here's the third one, Cassie Lang. Cassie Lang, who spent the recent Ant-Man movie mirroring the arc of Kate Bishop and replacing Scott Lang, will also be included, as Kamala Khan mentions her awareness of the other young female heroes' existence. In Hawkeye, or Miss Marvel gets a season 2 where the 2 women meet. All right, we're not going to do it. Because here's where they talk about the Young Avengers, and I want to talk about the Young Avengers in the comic book. The original Young Avengers comic marked the first of Marvel's woke push into replacing characters with diversity, most notably the gay characters of Wiccan and Hulkling. Now, I just have to be honest with you. I'm just gonna give you my opinion now. I do not like the Young Avengers comic books. I think that they're not good. I didn't like it from the get-go, just straight up. Like the problem was it just never spoke to me. So like everyone, you know, I mean, for me personally, it was just a big waste of my money and time. And so also, I just want to say also, they keep bringing up the word woke. I want to tell you right now, I know people are like, define woke. What's your definition of woke? Here's my definition of woke. And you may have a different one, but here's my definition of woke. Is a state of awareness only achieved by those dumb enough to find injustice in everything except their own behavior. So that's my definition of woke. It's pretty good. I didn't make that. I stole it from somebody. I don't know who I stole it from, but it's mine. So, okay, this also marked Marvel's first foray into their mask slipping with the intent of childhood grooming, having 2 boys kiss in a book titled Young Avengers, The Children's Crusade. Now, I also just want to say, I don't have a problem with gay characters, but the Young Avengers was it was not good. It wasn't good. And I like Alan Heinberg, is that his name? The guy that wrote it and created the Young Avengers. Yeah, yeah. Also, I don't like Wiccan. Everybody wants to like gush over Wiccan, that character. I thought Wiccan sucked in the comic books. I was just like, wow, what a waste of time, but whatever. Anyway, so it says, with Disney further pushing into LGBTQ content with the Marvel Comics and the MCU, we can expect similar content to appear in a potential Young Avengers film. Regardless of how far Feige and Disney want to force diversity on their audiences, theaters are empty for the current super team of the Marvels, and putting more unpopular characters as the lead of the new team seems like a terrible financial decision at best. I have to agree with that, and here's why. Nobody is turning out for this stuff. Nobody's coming to your stuff. And the problem is, so Marvel Now, which was like all diversity and everything, it didn't sell. The characters nobody wanted those characters. The characters didn't hit. Nobody bought the comic books. Some of them were like Ms. Marvel here, canceled 3 times. Ironheart, canceled. They even retconned her original story where she stole tech to make her outfit. these comic books keep getting canceled and then brought back because they're all like, okay, let's bring on a new writer and try something different. It's like, listen, again, stop trying to make fetch happen. Fetch is not going to happen. It's not good. Nobody likes it. I think that you can have diversity, but you need to write a good movie, and then, you put these characters in there and they just happen to be, whatever it is that you want. If they're LGBTQ, fine. Wiccan can be gay. I'm totally fine with gay characters. Totally fine with it. I'm totally fine with diverse characters. The problem is you're writing crappy movies and crappy TV shows that fans are not liking. People are not watching this stuff. And when they do watch it, they're like, that was not good. And then they're turning it off. So I think that Disney, when it comes to the Young Avengers, and I can't remember who was the leader. I can't remember who was the original leader. I want to say it was Kate Bishop. No, shit, I can't remember. But I would suggest to reevaluate the situation and really think about who you want to put in it. And do you really want to go down the Marvels route where it's 3 women as your main leads and there's just no men? Because men aren't going to show up. And that's a Disney Plus show or a movie. And if these are the characters you want to replace the Avengers, I'd rethink that stuff. So Marvel has Kevin Feige has a lot of decisions to make on his hands. And I hope he makes the right ones, because eventually this shit will just it'll just go away. He'll get fired eventually, and then they'll bring in somebody else like they did with DC and James Gunn, and they'll just revamp it. And then people will be like, well, it had a good run until phase 4. All right. I've talked too much and I've said my piece, but those are my thoughts on it. Young Avengers, I wouldn't do Young Avengers at all. I never liked the Young Avengers comic books. They were not a fun team, in my opinion. I just didn't like any of them. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about this. Do you think this article went a little too harsh and everything? Or do you think they were just right on the money? I think they were probably right on the money. You got to hammer this stuff hard because people don't want to listen unless you give them hard truths. All right, you guys, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next video. You guys have a good day. Bye.